We want to say as a caucus a special thank you to our seniors who won't be coming back. Spending 8 years up here and giving of your life to public service makes a big difference, and we appreciate it very much. We're extremely proud to have concluded another successful veto session with 13 bills enacted today, despite the governor's objection. Obviously, those are highlighted by three really important measures. One with Representative Alferman's efforts on photo ID, which has been an important effort for this caucus and this majority to try to bring some integrity to our election process for a number of years. The second, and obviously one that's caught a lot of your all's attention over the last several weeks, Senate Bill 656. Senate Bill 656 is in keeping with the strong traditions and the principles that this Republican majority has had to protect and defend the Second Amendment. The other bill that I want to highlight tonight, and we'll of course be happy to take questions on anything, but the last one is the efforts of Representative Allen on Senate Bill 608, which starts the process of bringing some much needed reform to our Medicaid system, a process and a legacy that she has left with us that we're going to build on in the years ahead. So with that, I'll be happy to take any questions anybody has.
You passed some bills with fiscal notes on them. What do you expect the governor to do?
Well, look, the governor, I think, has already issued some direction on what he thinks he's going to do. I think it's important for people to understand that most of these bills that we have to look at are a result of the fact that the Department of Revenue changes the way that they collect money from Missouri taxpayers. And that's not money that we were collecting yesterday, and fortunately, because of these overrides, it's not money we'll be collecting tomorrow, because we don't think that's what the law requires those taxpayers to pay. But we have a strong record of fiscal discipline in this House, and we've worked incredibly well and incredibly successfully at managing the budget in the time that I've been here, and this year's been no exception. Our budget chairman, Tom Flanagan's done a very good job and is leaving the House budget in good shape. Representative Fitzpatrick is ready to take the reins and lead on that, along with Representative Hafner, as we move forward. So we're going to have to see what revenue does over the coming months, but I'm sure that the governor and I will have some discussions about that as we move forward.
On the Medicaid bill, the Federal Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services says that its regulations don't allow fees for missing doctor's appointments.
Right.
So what makes you think that that part is actually going to get it carried out?
Well, look, we understood, and we've been very clear that that provision would require a waiver from the federal government. But we're hopeful that our partners in Washington will look at a common sense proposal like this and grant the state of Missouri a waiver. These are the kinds of innovations that are supposed to be happening at the state level. So I don't know that we're going to get that waiver, but I'm hopeful that we will.
Do you expect any of these votes to become issues in November, or do you think that these are the type of issues that is going to resonate with voters?
I think a lot of the things that we've done today will resonate in the election in a very positive way for our members and our candidates across the state. I think the people of Missouri want to see a government that's getting things done. I think they saw that tonight. And I think the kind of candidates that are running for re-election and running for election for the first time across the state are consistent with those principles. So I think the work we did today will play very well in November.
Is there anything that came out of this veto session that, as far as prompting you to focus on either similar issues or something else when in January? I just wondered, is there any fallout or anything that, why you were doing this today?
Well,
we need to do this, that, or the other.
no, a lot of effort was put into getting these bills through the process during regular session. So a lot of the work we did today was following through on the work that had already been put into crafting good legislation and making sure that it ultimately became law. But there are some things that we didn't get done today that are certainly going to be a big part of what we look at next year, tort reform among them. We want to do more in the economic development space, particularly the workforce development space. So we'll turn our attention to what the next session's agenda is going to look like, but we're proud of what we were able to get into law today. Anything else? Yes, sir. That's a question for the Senate leadership to answer. I can answer for the process we use here in the House, and I expect you'll see the House come back next year ready to go to work, and I expect the Senate will be the same way.
Mr. Speaker, I do have one question.
Yes, sir.
On the House debate on the gun bill. It did get heated, as you know, and had the gavel down a couple of times. Any thoughts on the debate, and were you surprised at that final tally? Because you ended up having a few extra votes.
The issues we debate in the Missouri House are controversial. 656 was certainly controversial, and we expect the debate's going to get heated at times. The debate today, I don't think was anything extremely out of the ordinary. We work hard to try to keep decorum, and I think we kept that decorum today. So we were proud of the vote tally. 112 votes is a strong, bipartisan majority on the bill, so we're pleased with that. Thank you all very much.